Guys, we have joined 2025. Look at this telemetry. This is awesome. I just started using Race Render, which I used the free version a few times, but the free version didn't allow me to delete the Race Render logo, and I was still learning how to use the program, but the telemetry now is a game changer. Because, I mean, if you're listening to my voiceover, it's one thing, but the telemetry that can kind of keep you engaged, especially will show you my laps as I'm doing them, plus whatever my fastest is and where I'm at on the track. Track map top right, laps top left, and then the speed down the bottom left. This is a game changer for the content, I think. I mean, I just like it just watching it back on my own. So last session we did a 153, no, it was a 154, I think. And when I got back into the pits, I mean, I said this in the last video, but I'm telling you, I was cheesing. I was so happy seeing a really decent lap time around Palmer. So this is the next session after that, third session of the day. This is the one right before lunch, I think. Yeah, right before lunch. And my goal was just to go out there and do at least another couple laps in that vicinity, right? At least another 154, 155, somewhere around there. Try and get some consistency, right? Someone explained it to me a couple times ago at Palmer that, you know, when you do a fastest lap, or when you put in your best lap, and then you look at the other laps in that session and they're 2 or 3 seconds slower, 5 seconds slower, 1 second slower, whatever. I mean, right? Being able to build that consistency, to get your line consistent, your braking markers consistent, that comes with time and skill, right? Which is one thing, but also sometimes, you look at the times and you're like, why couldn't I just do a 154 every time? And part of that is well, that was your best lap time. That was my best lap time by, 4 seconds? Because my previous was a 158. And you just chopped 4 seconds off your time once, You don't necessarily have all the tools to, go and replicate that again every single time. It's not necessarily an aha moment. It's just every corner you might put in a little more confidence, a little better braking, might judge your exit or your entry a little better, and you just kind of you string that together for one lap, and you have a PB. But anyway, so this third session, I saw that I was capable of some good times. I was like, all right, let's try and just get the consistency rolling. This guy on the green ZX6R, I seem to be behind him a lot in overall this day. He was always a little more adventurous with his passing, and I was a little more reserved usually. But I enjoyed riding behind this guy. It was generally pretty fun to watch. So, but this video is pretty short, and you'll see why. There's a surprise. There's a surprise at the end. And it's great for you guys, great for content, but not so great for me. So I think you know where I'm going with that. But not too much happens this next lap. So I'm just gonna stop talking, and maybe I'll pipe in at some other point when I have some more to say. But for now, enjoy. So let me set the scene. Sometime between now and the start-finish straight, I'm going to have an issue, a mechanical issue. So I'll show it on the screen, but right here, the topmost bolt that holds the brake lever assembly to my clip-ons has backed off completely. I found the bike in this condition, once the session had ended, and there was a specific issue that I'm about to have on the start-finish straight. That I mean, you can put two and two together, but my braking, my front brake was severely compromised in my ability to gain clamping force or leverage. So somehow the bolt came completely loose, and as I continued to clamp, the C-shaped clamp that holds the bar to the brake disappeared. So you'll see what happens right now. Yeah, so that was that. Side note, if this ever happens to you and you go off on track, do not try. First of all, make sure you're okay, right? Stay down. If you needed medical attention, signal that you do so. But I try to pick the bike up. Don't even bother. Run straight to the barriers and get behind the barriers, and that way they can keep the session going. So, yep, that's it. But luckily the bike was totally fine, salvageable. Someone had a spare bolt for me, the tire guy, and I kept on the rest of the day.